happening, everybody? This is Jimmy Bones, back at it again with another video. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a repair video over this Big Mouth Billy Bones that I just received in the mail today. Now, this came a little late, but I also know for a fact that this thing was a little broken when I first got it. Now, there's not really anything major broken about this guy. The biggest thing that I would have to say is wrong with him is that I believe we have either one or two split gears, or something else is wrong that I am not sure of. This is the 15th anniversary edition, as you can see in the background. He also came with the box. His eyes light up and he also sings "Bad to the Bone." This guy was also still tied into the box as well, which was really cool in my opinion. So I'm sorry, I think I have a little touch of something, but I'm feeling okay otherwise. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be opening this guy and experimenting and trying to figure this out. I've never repaired a fish, but I've heard this is the easiest one to repair. So we're going to do that, but I'm going to first show you what he's like before, and then I'll show you what he's like after. Hopefully we can get this repair video going. Alright, so you get the point. He obviously has some things messed up about him, and we're going to fix that today. Now, what I'm going to do is going to be cutting out certain parts of this video, so that way the video will not be like 36 minutes long. So I will get back to you guys once I have opened this guy, and then we will take it from there. So when you do open this guy, I would say be very careful. I've already made a mistake. I have already broken a little piece right here. There's normally two here. I'm going to see if I can freaking glue it on. But there's a piece right here. Let's see if I can get that to focus. So right there, there's two pieces here that are supposed to hold the tail and the head onto this motor. Well, me being stupid, my butt decided to break one of them off. I'm going to see if it'll work without two of them. We'll have to see. If not, I will probably end up just having to glue it on. But this is the motor right here. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to fully disassemble the Big Mouth Billy Bones. And then I put all of his stuff over here, but you'll have to take off this part. Oh, hold on. So you'll have to take off this part, the tail, and then you'll have to unscrew a few other things. You'll have to take the motor out. Watch these wires here that go to his head. You don't want to break those off, because then you'll have to solder them back on. If you don't have a solder, well, then you're kind of screwed. But otherwise, the only thing that was really wrong with him in here was that there was a 10-tooth gear that was split, and this is it. I don't know if you can see that, but so you can see it's kind of nasty looking. So I put a new one in there, and it was spinning like perfect. So we'll see what happens after I put them back together. But this is what the inside looks like. There is no cloth that you have to take apart and disassemble and whatnot. So that's good. So this here is going in the garbage, and we will not have to deal with that anymore. So I'll be back with you guys. Alright, so he is actually fixed now. This was literally a very quick repair. And quite easy, honestly, compared to the others. So this is actually, like they have said, one of probably the easiest ones to repair. And the 15th one is very easy to repair. That's just a lot to disassemble. But very quickly, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I pretty much did. So all this thing really needed was a 10-tooth gear replacement. Wasn't anything massive, thankfully, because a lot of the gears in here I've never seen before, and a lot of the gears in here I don't have. But you all saw the 10-tooth gear. It was absolutely just destroyed. So when you take this guy apart, what I would suggest you first do is take apart the outer shell. And make sure you don't be stupid like me and accidentally break off one of these. Thankfully, I believe the tail can function without this thing. but it was a little scary for a second because I thought I had broken it completely. But thankfully, like I said, the tail can function without one of them. As long as you have at least one of them, your tail will function. But like I said, don't be stupid and be like me and accidentally destroy it. I got the thing all oily, which I'm going to wipe off here in a minute after I'm done making the video. But when you disassemble him, you're going to want to take the front part off first. And when you take the front part off, there's two screws that hold on the middle section right there. You're going to want to take those off first. And then also there's one up underneath. Now when you take these off, it will reveal the two main sections here. And there's little metal rods that allow the head and tail to move. What you're going to want to do is, well, what I did was I took this screwdriver right here, and I took a very skinny bit. Now, if you don't have one, I'm sure you can find something else, just something about this size to slide them out. Don't be like me and try to forcefully take them out, because that's what ended up breaking one of those that little black piece. So just take one of these, and you'll be okay. Once you take those out, you should be able to find the two little metal rods that make the head and the tail move. There's two screws on top of that. Now you can't see that from here, but there's two screws on top of that, and what you're going to want to do is going to go ahead and you're going to unscrew those and take the little metal rods off and remove the head and the tail. Now once that is done, I would suggest that you go ahead and move the two screws off. See if we can get that to focus real quick. There are two screws right here. Sorry. There are two screws right here that you're going to want to go ahead and disassemble as well. Now, you're going to go ahead and slide, and then after that, once this is all done, you're going to take this and unscrew it from the back here. You have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws on the back that you're going to want to take off. Now, they are tightly in there, and mine was at least. I don't know about others. And then you're going to be able to see the motor. You're going to want to slide the motor out of the back and then completely unscrew it. You will not have to take the motor off. Once you have taken the screws out of the motor, which you only have 2 more, keep all of them in a nice organized fashion manner, and then you're going to want to check the gears. Most likely it's a 10-tooth gear if you're having the problem I am. The 10-tooth gear makes everything in here move. The motor is literally the only thing that is going to make everything move. The only thing that is in the fish head, if you ever needed to, would be the mouth. But the mouth does work on this, thankfully, and I didn't have to disassemble him. So that's good. But otherwise, everything else, was working perfectly, and everything else was great. And so now, I do have this guy working completely, and I'll give you a quick demonstration. So that is the Big Mouth Billy Bones repair. There were no belts involved in this guy, obviously, because there was no like big dancing mechanism. So like I said, most likely your biggest issue is that you have a 10-tooth gear bad, but anybody who has worked on motors can at least know that. I mean, I showed you guys an inside look, and you guys, I do believe, kind of saw the inside of the motor. My hands were very oily, so at some points I did not get to take my phone and grab it because there is a lot of oil involved inside of these guys, and the last thing you want is to get your stuff all oily. But like I said, I'm going to go in there and wipe his board off because I got it all oily. My hands are still oily. But it was literally nothing more than like a 30-minute repair. This was very easy, very simple, and very quick to repair. This is probably the easiest fish I've seen online to be repaired, so that's good to know. But anyways, guys, I hope this video was maybe slightly of the sorts, I guess, helpful. If you all have any more questions about this guy, I'll be more than happy to answer them. I know I wasn't the best repair video. I'm trying to work on how I'm going to do repairs, because the last thing I want is like a 30-minute video like I did the polar bear, and then like fail and then have to just completely delete it. So I'm going to start doing them in sections. In moments that I get the chance, I will definitely show you all. But there wasn't really much. Most of it was just me reassembling it. But I mean, the assimilation of this thing is pretty straightforward, which is what I explained. Just take the gear, just take the screws out here, take the screw out there. You'll probably want to unscrew the 2 gears there from the motor, and then take the back off, and then slide out the motor, and then disassemble it, and then you'll be in great access. But otherwise, this was a very easy thing to repair for a fish. I'm very glad I have the 15th anniversary edition. I will be doing a full review on this guy here very soon, and hope you all did enjoy. If you all did, please hit that like, subscribe for me, and that way you all never miss an update, because I'm always weekly uploading, if not at least 2 a week. But anyways, guys, that is it. This is Jimmy Bones signing off. See ya.